Good morning. Welcome back to the Mass Music Morning Show. This is Shlomo Bowe. On today's episode, we're going to be giving some advice, and we're also going to be talking about some of the best advice that we've ever been given. So stay tuned for that. First, we have the morning mix with DJ Chris Cross. Chris, let it rip. Back in the day. Type shit. Welcome back to the Mass Music Morning Show. That was the morning mix with DJ Chris Cross. Now I am joined in the studio by DJ FamousShamus.
Yes, sir.
And JimmyFromTheQ.
Good morning.
Fellas, let's tell some advice stories. Now we'll start it off by figuring out what is the best advice you've been given.
Well, Shlomo, you've known me for many years, and I've always returned to this one solitary piece of information I was given. I'll never forget this. I think it was May. I don't know what year. I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Gianni, my younger brother, for those who don't know. I was at Gianni's baseball game. And we're all chilling, shooting the shit. You know, me and my mother would pull up with our little fold-up chairs to watch the game unfold. And I remember, I don't know what the fuck was happening, but something happened, and there was a controversy. Like, I don't know if it was the umpire missed a call, or like some bullshit happened.
Someone got beaned.
That basically kind of screwed over my brother's team. And the assistant coach, actually, I don't even think he was the assistant coach. I think he was just one of the parents there.
In the stands,
he was in the stands just chilling. And it got like, so everyone's like in a roar, everyone's pissed off.
Right.
And right when it gets silent, all you hear is this one dude stand up and look at everyone and go, "It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't." And that has stuck with me until this very fucking moment in time. Because it fucking applies to every single situation.
Yeah.
And it's not, I feel like a lot of people, when they think of it is what it is, they like to think of like in a dismissive type of way. But for me, it's not really even dismissive. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about accepting the current situation and adapting towards the future. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do now that this shit has happened? You know what I mean? And vice versa.
Right.
You wanted this shit to happen and it didn't end up happening. What are you going to do? Cry about it? It ain't what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? You got to fucking move on.
The it is what it is sort of like, there's nothing you can do about it, but it ain't what it ain't. It's like, well, what you can do is not trip over it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to realize, basically, in a lot of words, it's saying to just sort of live in the present moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, let go of your expectations, let go of what your ego thinks you should be entitled to in this life, you know, and just sort of be like water, as Bruce Lee said. That's another good piece of advice that I love. Be like water.
I find it funny you mentioned that first one, because I remember you said that same phrase to me a couple of years ago, and it really stuck with me. And ever since you said that a couple of years ago, like I kind of use it too.
Hell yeah.
So did you get it from Shamus?
I did. I picked it up from Shamus.
I got it from this fucking dude. He fucking literally changed all of our lives in the process. But another one, like I said, that I was leading to with the be like water, it ties into it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't.
Right.
Because the be like water thing, Bruce Lee, I don't know if you've seen the video, it's amazing. He basically says, you know, a liquid or a water, whatever fucking cup you put it in, container, wherever you put it, it takes its form. You know what I'm saying? It fucking adjusts to whatever surrounding you place it into. You know what I'm saying? So it's like be water. It's still when it has to be. It can be rough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But no matter what the scenario is, the environment is, it always is able to adapt accordingly. You know what I mean?
That's
so
lit.
I think that times with living in the moment. You know what I'm saying? In the present moment, and fucking figuring it out as you go along. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening to this out there and you're having a fucked up morning, no one's perfect. I'm not fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, and this is, you know, I don't mean to rant to start this off, but something I always see, and I do it myself all the time, is people look around. They judge their current situation off of everyone else. The advent of social media has heightened this to an extreme that is unhealthy for many people out there. You look at them, they post a story and they're at work or whatever. Oh, why can't I be like this person getting X, Y, and Z done? Or why can't I be like this person who's going and achieving their dreams and goals? Behind that fucking social media post, behind everything, there's a list of fucking problems, a list of things that people wish they could change. Everyone's going through something at every moment. You know what I mean? It's all about just fucking figuring it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? Don't compare yourself to fucking anyone. We're all on this journey together, right?
Hell yeah.
You know, it's like, fuck. Let's fucking might as well have a good time, fucking march forward, and don't let the bullshit fucking distract you.
That's such facts, bro. That is such facts.
Which brings us to another one. Don't judge a book by its cover.
That's a good one, too.
Can't do that.
You can't.
Nope.
And I feel like Shlomo, you're one of the people that has embodied that, the most. I remember early on at UMass. Not to say I'm like a mean type of person. But you ever come around someone? I mean, some others might disagree. But you ever come around certain people and it's like, not that you were like judging them ahead of time, but maybe someone's like kind of nerdy. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, this kid's kind of nerdy. I don't know if I like this person, blah, 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 blah. Shlomo, his fucking ability to just approach every single person the exact same, no matter what. I feel like I definitely picked up a lot on you because I would be that kind of person that would sort of have preconceived notions about people that I'd never met. You know what I'm saying?
With your guards up, yeah.
You gotta put my guards up, sort of think this way about a certain person. And then I feel like through being around you, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like you get to figure out who people really are at their core. So I agree with that.
That's why I like being around Shlomo, because I'm the complete opposite.
No, I do the same thing. Yeah,
so
I
like
do the same thing.
Seeing how you kind of should approach those situations, it's definitely refreshing to see.
Yeah, you can't judge any book or situation by, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I feel like I got a good judge of character just off of rip, which is, I guess it is judging by the cover. But I always... metaphorically, I always open the book and at least read a couple chapters just to see, I give people the benefit of the doubt. And oftentimes it's it works out perfectly. And, I make great friends and maintain relationships. It's cool. And on the inverse, like if something goes awry, like I'm not to say that I'm friends with everybody I come across, but like, if I see something that I don't particularly like think is good, I just kind of distance myself. But
definitely.
James had brought up a good point. You can't really, and Seamus, you did bring up a good point too, where it's like, I've also been told things about certain people, and you go into a situation, even if you've never met them or you don't interact with them, and it's like, you already have, before you even meet them, you have sort of like an idea of what you think they're about.
Yeah.
And, as you grow older, like, for example, like your parents might tell you about, family member, person, whatever, and you take that word as bond.
Yep.
But then, you go older and you realize, oh, well, this person has beef with them. That's between them, so that their viewpoint on this person
the perception.
The perception is different. So it's
Was it Tupac that said, don't believe everything you read? Alizé and weed.
Alizé and weed. Facts.
But not for real, man. It's tough, too, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, everyone's perfect at all fucking times, but it's like, should at least have that in your mind. Like, let's like at least try and be better, especially about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people could come together more if we stopped judging them before we even met them.
Yeah.
So that's an excellent.
Give them a chance. That's all you gotta do.
Exactly.
Now, I'd say the best advice I've been given was actually by Big John, my neighbor. Shout out to Big John.
Hell yeah.
And it was right around the time I was about to go to college, and if I think back, there was a lot of things going on. Obviously, like, that's a major change in life. But just on a personal tip, family tip, there was a lot of things going on, just like behind the scenes. And I was going through shit. And, I wouldn't obviously divulge into it. I kind of would just handle it.
Just body, and all that.
He wrote me a card, like a letter.
Really?
And very brief. It was just like, when things get tough, right? Just breathe. Remember, just breathe.
That's
take a
awesome.
step back. And I still have the card to this day. It was a very short note, but it was like, I still remember it because, if you're anxious and you have something going on, your immediate gut reaction is to do something. And it's like, I've always thought, take a deep breath and analyze whatever situation you're facing. And, it helps me out a lot. So that was the best piece of advice.
That's really good.
No, that's shout out to Big John for that one,
Hell
too.
yeah.
Because that's something in my experience that I think a lot of people don't do enough, you know what I mean? They don't take that second to sort of breathe and think, That's amazing. Shout out to Big John for that one. I forgot about it. I remember you told me that story a while ago, but I forgot about it.
Well, you guys like good advice?
I love good advice.
Well, I'm chock full of good advice. I'm not sure if you guys know this.
Oh, yeah?
Really? What's a piece of good advice you would give out to the people?
Well, number one, always lift the toilet seat.
Yeah.
There's other people in the house. Women sometimes don't check before they sit and they fall in it. You gotta always lift it so you don't pee on it and then put it back down when you're done.
Put it back down for all the men out there. I've fucked up many a time.
I learned the hard way.
Me too.
Don't make eye contact while eating a banana.
Really?
Why?
It's very weird.
That's fine.
You would make eye contact with someone while eating a banana?
There's nothing wrong with it. What if they want to, go ahead, That's fine.
Always buy two backwards.
That's actually that's advice people definitely.
Or two
horrible
rollies.
advice.
If you're smoking blunts.
Here's my advice: use joint papers instead of backwoods.
Backwoods are cigars for people that don't know.
Exactly, and don't put your weed in a fucking cigar.
Some people like to get really super duper stoned and smoke backwoods.
You
in
can
big
smoke
blunts.
a fat ass joint instead of
my
a fucking
goodness.
blunt, but that's a discussion for another day. I like that though.
Only boring people say they're bored.
Yeah, you should never be bored. And here's my advice: if your microwave is dirty right now, you're not bored. You got shit to do. Go get up and do that. You're not bored.
I'm
Not like
clean-
Richie G over
I'm
there.
not cleaning my fucking microwave.
Clean
Yeah,
your
dude.
fucking microwave, bro. Come on.
I
over
actually,
here making
I
messes,
actually
probably.
really do because I made a hot pocket the other day. Which, by the way, side blurb, cancel hot pockets.
Yeah, cancel Hot Pockets.
There's-
How
they
are you
found-
so late on this? I canceled this in like 05.
Well,
Well, I
no,
haven't eaten them in a minute, but I think we should cancel them. Yeah.
They found metal shards in some hot pockets.
you
but-
seem surprised.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
would have
doesn't
seen this
shock me.
coming,
I'm a little
dude.
surprised. There's not supposed to be metal in your food. But yeah, I gotta clean my microwave because I made a hot pocket a week ago, and the cheese
aluminum
spilled out.
leaked out.
So I gotta get on that. So you're right, Seamus.
Definitely. And one piece of advice also, which I think a lot of this advice that I give, it sort of is self-reflective back towards me. As a person who gets stressed out, is anxious sometimes, gets upset, like Shlomo said, take that deep breath. But I highly, highly suggest that you search within yourself, to find the best version of yourself, I should say. Sorry, the best version of yourself. I've heard this piece of advice recently. The tools to become that version of yourself that you want to become,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to look anywhere for them. They're within you.
I
Tap
like
into
that.
yourself. Starts with self-reflection. It starts with self-discipline. Starts with meditation. All that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your fucking mental like you would take care of your body. Waking up and fucking going on Facebook might not be the best thing to do.
Nope.
It might not be the best thing to do. It could trigger some emotions that will be fucked up for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Or definitely just do some other stuff before you go do that.
Exactly. At least fucking drink a glass of water or something. And also, that's another fucking huge piece of advice I saw on Netflix.
Yeah.
This show is Zac Efron where he fucking travels the world. The dude that's with him on the show studies like superfoods.
Mm-hmm.
Told this little kid in Puerto Rico, he was like, whenever you wake up first thing in the morning, fucking drink a glass of water. Helps your mind. Fucking.
I chugged a water bottle this morning. I feel fantastic.
See, I'm telling you, it's amazing.
I don't know why. I had one on my side
Dog,
table with
I'm
like
telling you.
3/4 left. Looked over at it. It was like, yeah.
Right? You
Chugged
start
it.
your day off hydrated, you know what I'm saying? You're ready to move forward.
We are bags of water.
We are
That's
bags
what we
of
are.
water.
We're bags. So we need more water.
We
So
need more
drink,
water.
Drink
Way
more
more.
water.
Drink more water, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I alluded to earlier, you know what I'm saying? If you're listening to this right now, you're going through some shit, fucking things ain't looking up, you know what I mean? Just remember, the fucking sun is still shining. People still love you. People still care about you. And you matter to not only your loved ones, but to your boy DJ FamousShamus here at Mass Music Radio, to Shlomo Bowe, and to
Mhm.
Jimmy from the Q. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? We keep you in our minds and hearts at all times. And if anyone out there needs anything, Professor Hill on Instagram, DJ FamousShamus on Twitter, I'm here. I'm not a fucking licensed therapist, but I'm a pretty good listener, you know
You
what
are.
I'm saying?
He's a good
So-
listener.
I can attest.
So fucking hit me up, you know what I'm saying? No one should have to go through any bullshit in this world alone.
Hell yeah.
And if you want to get ahead in life, follow this too. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I think to myself, before I do anything,
Okay.
would an idiot do this thing?
Mm-hmm.
And if yes, I don't do that thing.
That's a good thought process right there.
Bada bing.
Don't
Mic
do what
drop.
the idiots would do.
Bada boom.
That's my advice.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I want to hear out there from the fans, from listeners, what advice have you been given that, it either changed your life or that you want to pass on to other people? Like that random dude at Seamus's brother's baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to change people's lives. So let us know. Hit us up in the comments. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay blessed. Peace.